Okay, guys, so we're going to start our segment right now called Social Segment. Now, today is about how and why to start your own business. Now, we're going to basically talk about this topic and also talk about last week's episode and everything that was discussed in that episode. A lot of people reached out to me and said, you know what, LEDUTCHES, I had no idea the Virgin Startup had loans for new and upcoming businesses and etc. So I will be talking and giving a bit more information about that as well later on. But today I basically want to start on why and how to start your own business. Now, as we all know, for the past 2 years, our lives have extremely changed due to the lockdown and the coronavirus. A lot of businesses went bankrupt and closed down, etc. A lot of people went into unemployment. Now, on the other side, there were a lot of businesses as well who started, and I think a lot of people had the time to sit down and reflect about their lives, about their careers and their profession, and to try and do something for themselves. I've seen a lot of businesses grown out of the lockdown, which was absolutely amazing. Now, so in this segment, we're going to discuss why it's important to try and start your own business. Now, there's a few reasons why I would recommend for people to start their own business. One is the obvious, you're in control of your own time schedule. Two, you're in control of your own income. You're creating wealth not only for yourself, but for the generation to come. And of course, as what we all love is to be your own boss. Now, those are obviously the main reasons why to start your own business. But also, you just don't want to be dependent on a company, on someone else to determine your income and your life, etc. So therefore, this segment is about why it's important to try and start your own business. Now, I started my own business about 8 years ago, and I had no idea, I had no intention to start a business within hair or within beauty, but it's something that came really natural to me. So I decided to turn it into a business, and over the years, it's grown to become successful. Now, that's another thing. A lot of people always ask me, Ange, like, I want to start my own business. Oh, hi, Isabella. I love the sound of being your own boss. Exactly. You want to be your own boss. Now, sorry, so as I was saying, a lot of people always ask me, you know what, LEDUTCHES, I do want to go into my own business, and I do want to come out of a 9 to 5 day job. It's just not for me. I don't enjoy what I'm doing. I want to do something that I enjoy. Now, I always advise people, like, to start your own business. You don't just start your own business because you just want to have your own business or you just want to make your own money or etc. I think the key to starting, not only starting your own business, but to make sure that the business becomes successful in the long run, is to do something that you don't only enjoy, but something that also comes really natural to you. Something that you already have the talent, you already know about, something that you, of course, also enjoy doing, but something that you have knowledge about as well. So then the only thing you need to do is just to apply it with a skill, maybe get some I would say a course to go with it, to become better at it, and then to turn it into a business. I've seen a lot of people being really good, for example, in cooking, but then they started a business within hair, or someone who's really good in hair, but then started a business in retail. You know what I mean? And it never really lasts because it's not something that comes natural to you and it's something that you're really good in. So I'd always advise people, like, when you're thinking of starting your own business, think close to home. Think of something that naturally comes natural to you and something that you really enjoy, so that you can invest your own time in it. Okay, so, and then from that we go on to, like, what business to start. Now, when you're thinking of a business, especially now during the COVID, as you can see, a lot of retails, a lot of shops, etc., a lot of businesses that have firms, etc., have closed down. Now we're really moving into a new world order where I feel like everything is very much online based. So I would say, like, venturing into a business that is online, or anything to do with beauty, or anything to do with restaurants, like entertainment, I would say try and find a business in that field, because I feel like having a business in that field, like that would never go away. The beauty industry is continuously evolving. So that's another thing. You want to start a business that evolves as time goes on, that is always in trend no matter what. Okay. So, okay, we've got another one. We've got another person in the chat. I'm trying to start my own, but my work, family, and life are taking over. It's so overwhelming. Okay, so we'll definitely go into that, because I think that's another problem most people have that want to start their own business. You have family, obviously, you already have a secure income, you have people dependent on you, and you're just afraid. You're thinking, okay, I have this, it's working for me, but I want to do this. But this is a risk. Do I go for it? Do I leave it? Choices. So we're going to go into that, and how to balance having a job, having a family, and still willing or taking the step to try and have your own business and to make it successful. So as I was saying before, what business to start, I would recommend starting a business within beauty, entertainment, anything to do with food or drinks. I feel like those fields are really safe because it's always evolving. People always want to look good. People always want to eat and drink, and people always want entertainment. But of course, I would say those are the main three fields I would recommend. But of course, if you're experienced or if you feel like you can do well in another niche, why not? I think it's not so much on what to start, but it's more like what are you good at, and do you have the time? Do you have the tools? Do you have the connections to excel in the field that you're choosing to? Because that's another thing. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is, yes, it's all glamorous. It might sound glamorous and it's all fun and games to have your own business. It sounds good, but you actually do more than having a 9 to 5. From my own experience, I always say that since I have my own business, I feel like I actually work more and think more than when I was employed. The reason being, when you're employed 9 to 5, you've got your workload that's been given to you. You do it, you finish it, and you're on to the next. When you have your own business, it's a whole different type of ball game. You have to constantly think of how to involve your business. You have to constantly think on how to get more clients. You have to think of promotion and marketing. You have to think of delivering good customer service. You have to think on keeping your existing clients happy, but also gaining new clients. You have to think of how to broaden your business, whatever it is that you're doing. So I would say having your own business can be really time consuming, because there's a lot of aspects to the business that as a business owner that you have to think about, which now comes to question, which now kind of answer Jessica Fleece's question. She asks, how do I find the time trying to start something of my own? My work and family life are taking over. It's so overwhelming. Now, one thing that I would say about starting a business is knowing how to prioritize your time, to have a time schedule. To say, for example, if you're working 9 to 5, I can imagine you go to work 9 to 5, evening time is for the husband and for the kids. But I always say, like, with success comes sacrifice, right? So maybe that extra hour and a half that you would normally spend with the kids or with the husband, you might have to take that time out and dedicate that to your business, with with hopes and beliefs that that 1 hour and a half would make a difference to that business, so that business can eventually grow to the standard or to the place that you want it to be, so that you can eventually leave your 9 to 5 to fully give into your business. So I think it's all about timing, schedule, prioritizing, and sacrificing as well. It might mean that the weekends that you would spend with friends, or the weekends that you would spend, being on the couch watching Netflix, those would be the days or the times that you would have to invest in your business. Now, with business, we all know that you don't just wake up and say, oh, you want to have a business and you have a business. There's a lot of stuff that comes with business. And the most important thing is funding. Now, I always say when you start a business, the advice that I would give to people is that when you start a business, always try and start small when it comes to finance. The last thing that you want to do is spend all your money on a business that you've just started. The whole point is to start it on a smaller scale, to invest less, but do more, and then see how the business evolves. And as the business is evolving, you can then now decide where to place your what to do with the finance and where to place it. For example, if you decide, okay, I'm going to start a business, and um okay, so let's say for let's take myself for instance, right? Because I started myself as a hairstylist. And when I first started the business, I in my head knew that I wanted to sell hair. I also wanted to sell lashes, but I also wanted to, sell products and stuff like that. So instead of doing everything at the same time, I actually started off with hair. Now, when I then started making money with the hair, I then added in the lashes. And the way I added in the lashes, I would say to a client, buy 2 wigs instead of 1 wig and get a free lash. Now, that was a way for me to then promote my lash business, because you're giving them one for free. They're trying it out, and then it's more likely that in the future they would then go ahead and buy a lash. I now have gained a client not only for my hair business but also for the lash business, and then from that I then went on to um, products and stuff like that. So I made sure that I was making money before I was basically involving and adding more products and adding more services. Now, for those of you, depending on what business you want to start, that would also determine what kind of funding that you need. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Virgin Startup Business Loan. Now, I know a lot of you did question me about the business loan and wanted more information, etc. So I am going to speak a little bit on that because I did do my research. Now, with the Virgin Business Startup Loan, first of all, you have to be minimum 18 years old. You need to have an EU passport or UK passport, and your business needs to be less than 2 years old. So basically, they're really investing and they're investing in businesses that haven't established yet. So that's their niche. They're for people who just want to start a business and they want to involve, but they don't know how and they don't have the funds. So this is where they come in. So they don't give you the funds, but they don't only give you the funds, they also give you a mentor, someone that will guide you along the way on how to achieve a successful business. So how this works, you would basically go on their website. I will put their link down below. You would sign on and register. You would explain your business ideas and what you expect from your business and the direction that you want it to go. You would also tell them how much you think you would need for that business. If they want to go ahead with that, they then, review your application and then they fund your business. Now, the good thing that I like about this, they don't just give you the money and it's like, okay, well, you figure it out on your own. No, they want to make sure that you know what you're doing with the money. They want to make sure that the plan that you have, that you exceed and that you reach your greatest potential. So therefore, they hold web seminars. They give you a mentor that would go that would help you go over your business plans, etc., which I think is absolutely amazing. Now, you can get anything between £500 and £25,000 with a fixed annual rate of 6%, repayable over 5 years with no early payback penalties. Okay, so let's break this down into simple terms, okay? Let's say, for example, you want a loan of £10,000, right? Because they say that's the average loan that most people request for. So let's say you get £10,000, right, this year. It means from next year, you have to pay them either £600, which is 6%, because 6% of 10,000 would be £600. So you would pay them back £600 per year. Guys, that is literally peanuts. When you think about it, that is £50 a month. that you're paying back to them. And let's say within that year your business is so successful and you make so much profit back, you can pay them back in one go with no penalties. Now that's a good thing, because most business loaners, when you make enough money and you want to basically pay back your loan earlier, they do charge you a penalty. So I feel like this is definitely a good start. I can 100% understand why the St. Aim sisters went for this loan. It's absolutely amazing. And as well, I mean, if you win, I guess you get to meet a Richard Branson as well, which would be obviously a really good mentor as well. So that is definitely, this is something I would say recommend for people who want to start a business that is major. So if you want to get maybe like a shop or something that is, it's like more like on a business on a bigger scale, I would recommend the Virgin Business Loan startup. I will put the link down below so you guys can also check it out. Now, another thing that I went ahead and researched for more smaller business owners, so people that are starting their business on a smaller scale and they feel like they need guidance, they need professional advice from other entrepreneurs who are doing really, really well, and of course who also need funding. There's another platform called crowdfunding. Now, guys, crowdfunding is basically another form of GoFundMe. I'm sure all of you know GoFundMe, but this is for businesses, which I think is absolutely amazing. Now, what this platform does, let's say you have a great business idea or you have a business that you want to start, right? But you don't have enough funds for it. You can basically go online, you can pitch your idea, you can pitch your business, and you can request the fund that you want from it to the general public. Now, people that are signed onto this platform can basically support you financially. It's really that amazing. And it can be anything from £1 to millions, as long as people believe in your business or people believe in what it is that you're doing or what you want to do, and they feel like they want to help you out. They will invest in your business and the money is yours. It's not a thing where they're investing in your business and you have to pay it back. No, they are literally investing in your business. And I think this is such an amazing platform, because I feel like this is a way, this is more like a community build. We're building up our community. We're helping young entrepreneurs to excel in business, right? So you can literally just go online and say, you know what, this is what I believe in, this is what I want to do. I don't have enough fund. I want to raise maybe £500. I want to raise £10,000 to be able to do this business. And people would actually invest in it. They are basically the number one funding organization in the UK right now, and they've actually helped millions of people establish their own businesses. So guys, I would definitely recommend crowdfunding. I would put the link down below for those of you who want to start your own business but you don't have enough funds. Definitely. And another good thing with crowdfunding is not only do you get the funds, they also give you guidance and support and advice on businesses and how to achieve a good business and how to strive as well. So those are the few little, funding that I wanted to share with you guys, because I know obviously there's a lot of people out there who's probably maybe unemployed at the moment. They're not happy with what they're doing and they really want to start their own business, but they just don't know how, or they don't have the funds. So these are some of the key factors that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this video has helped some of you that might wonder like how to start a business, how to get funds, what business to go into. And I hope this information has been very useful. So just reading, you said you're spilling all the tea, got my notepad and pen out. Yeah, honestly, to be fair, even I was really unaware of the crowdfunding. And I think it's such an amazing platform. Okay, you did amazing, really helpful videos. Yeah, so yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, this is my first segment, and I hope this has been really, really useful. Another tip that I am going to give to people who are already in business, is social media, guys. Social media can make a lot of money. I will do another video going into depth on how to monetize your platforms and how to get money, not from only selling your products, but also for people just viewing your products. A lot of people are not aware on the money they can actually make through social media, such as Facebook, obviously YouTube, as people already know, but even Amazon, Google, and other platforms, especially for people who have websites already. You can get your website monetized by other websites that will advertise on your website, and by people clicking on it, you can make money. But guys, this is a conversation for another day. Today was basically about how to start your own business and why to start your own business, especially now. In the next segments, we'll cover all other topics in regards to business and lifestyle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed it. Thank you for all of you who joined into this live stream. I'm extremely appreciative. And also, don't forget next week to join in. We have a special guest on the Duchess Show who's also going to talk about how she started her own business, how she funded her own business, and how she got 3 amazing shops in the most prestige places in London. So make sure you tune in next week for that as well. All right, guys, hope you guys have a lovely evening and see you next time. Bye. Okay.